I know this conversation is uncomfortable, but it's necessary because real love isn't just compassion, it's honesty with responsibility on both sides. Sometimes tough love is necessary. If one person hear this and it lands, then this video did its job. My dad has schizophrenia. I was in a relationship with someone who is bipolar. So when I talk about this, I'm speaking from experience. Disabilities are real. They affect how you think, feel, and move through the world. But they don't live in a vacuum. They affect the people around you too. And that part is often ignored. One thing I've noticed again and again is that people with disabilities often have a huge potential. Creativity, sensitivity, art, music, ideas, a different way of seeing life. But potential doesn't protect you from life. And it doesn't become anything unless you engage with it, unless you work to make something out of it, right? Unless you do your part of creation. Many people start believing they are less than, thanks to the society, thanks to the people around you, around those people who shame them, who belittle them, who mock them, unfortunately. And once that belief takes root, that inner voice keeps telling them it's useless. It keeps telling them that they are useless. That voice, that monkey in your head, it's not unique to disability. We all have it. The voice that says, why bother? People owe me. This is just how I am. It's not my fault. That voice feels comforting, but it keeps you stuck. Another pattern I've seen is that some people with disability will either disappear from life or they overdo everything to avoid sitting with themselves. Isolation on one side, chaos on the other side. And neither one is balanced. Neither one leads to peace or to growth. Here's the part people don't like hearing. When you are struggling, it's easy to forget that other people also need care. Partners, they need presence. Family, they need consistency. Children need safety. But sometimes everything becomes about your pain, your diagnostics, your diagnosis, your diagnosis. I don't know how to say that. Your struggle. Blame shows up. Resentment grows, either towards you or either you have it. And responsibility gets pushed away. Your disability start explaining everything. But here's the truth. Disability explains some things. It does not excuse hurting the people who love you. Yes, there are moments when you will need support, moments where others carry you, and that's okay. That's normal because that's part of your life. You need to be carried at one point, right? But there are also moments where you are strong enough to question that inner voice, to push back against self pity, to stop feeling sorry for yourself for one moment, that moment that you can hold yourself, to choose growth instead of hiding. Feeling sorry for yourself won't save you. It won't build a life and it won't unlock your potential because you have potential. Every one of us is playing with the cards we didn't choose. Disability is one of them. Trauma is another. Poverty, loss, injustice, and fear. But life still asks the same question of all of us. What are you doing with the cards? What are you going to do with what you were given? What are you doing with the cards you were given? There are paths for you. There are possibilities. But you have to be willing to look and to take responsibility for your part. And if you love someone with a disability, you are allowed to need care too. This is for the other person. You are allowed to set boundaries. You are not selfish for protecting yourself. And this is not about shame, it's about truth. I'm talking to the parents, to the caregivers, to the sister, to the partner, to the children. because this truth is uncomfortable, but it's also the doorway to change, because we need that. Because I love my dad. Like, there's no one, I won't change him. He's mine. But there are things that needs to be said. Right now I'm an adult, I can tell him, I know when you're pretending. I know when this is real. I know when you are you're pushing more than you should. Because you do that, you people with disabilities or illness, sometimes your pain is real, sometimes you're faking it to attract self-pity, you to attract, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard for you, it's hard for us who love you. It's hard when it's real, but it hurts when it's faked. When you're trying to take advantage of your situation, it hurts. We don't talk about it often, but we can see it. We can see it, we know it, because we know when it's real. Please, you can do something. Start just thinking about that possibility of doing things differently, because your life matters and it needs to be well lived as much as you can. So yeah, thank you for watching.